forward to this one. I've got a friend of mine on today that is just a really, really cool guy. Mark, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one,
I'm
buddy.
excited. Who do we got today?
So we have the president and CEO and founder of NAGLREP, the National Association of Gay and Lesbian Real Estate Professionals. Jeff Berger is on with us. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. And you and I haven't seen each other for a little while. I mean, last time was in the gym in Palm Springs. So, I hope you're doing well since then. I trust that you are.
Yes, doing very well. Keeping my positive frame of mind and doing great. We have to do great.
I love your attitude, man. It's awesome. So, let's dig right into this. I love your organization. Okay. So, established it in 2007. Why don't you give us some history on NAGLREP? How and why was it formed?
Well, it's a great question. When I formed the organization, there's a pretext. And prior to 2007, when I founded NAGLREP, I was doing LGBT marketing, digital, online. It was back in 2004, I started a website called GayRealtyNet.com just by coincidence, because I knew real estate is where a great market was, very dynamic niches, and I wanted to dig into a niche. And ironically, my website was written up in the Chicago Tribune. If you see, it says entrepreneurs reaching realty niches through the net. And I want to share with you because it really is so important that RE/MAX actually touched my life. And sometimes you see something, you could be walking in the street and you get that light bulb. And here's what happened. So the article starts, David Shallow isn't one of those real estate agents who worries that the internet is going to hurt his business. Now, what's important right now is the date of this article is December 26, 2004.
Wow.
Okay? Where you were in 2004, right? Where was internet? Where was marketing? And no wonder, Shallow, an agent with RE/MAX Professionals Select in Naperville, had listed his contact information for just 2 weeks on GayRealtyNet.com when a client living in New Mexico found his name and number on the site. That's what every realtor wants, from their advertising, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. Win right there.
Yeah. So the client who logged on to GayRealtyNet.com, an online database of gay and lesbian real estate agents, read Shallow's profile, thought he'd be the right agent for her, and asked him to sell the home she owned in Chicago. Shallow took the listing and sold the home more than paying for the fee GayRealtyNet.com charges to be included in the database. Wow. Win in real estate is closing the deal, period.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And helping people too. I mean, she needed help.
Absolutely. Yeah, she needed that safe agent, that safe space. So when I scrolled down the article, and it was really amazing to me, it said, from his office in San Diego, John Beneventi, Chief Financial Officer of the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, speaks with pride when he mentions real estate Espanol. And the word pride just ticked. It clicked, excuse me. And I knew right then I had to form the National Association of Gay and Lesbian Real Estate Professionals. And that's a true story.
Wow. It's kind of one of those meant to be things, isn't it?
I believe it is.
I love it.
Absolutely. The stars aligned.
I love it. So let's talk about, you talk about some of the challenges that the gay and lesbian community has in real estate and some of the, the feelings that people have of not understanding the community that they're doing business with, I guess is a good way of putting it. So what challenges does a gay and lesbian community face in doing a real estate transaction, searching for homes, community awareness, things like that you're helping overcome with the association?
Well, I think something we've learned more than any time from this current situation we're in now is safe space. And the LGBT community has always needed that safe space. That's why you hear there are LGBT bars. There are, it's just been going on forever. And because of discrimination, the LGBT community is seeking that safe space. And what's amazing about NAGLREP, okay, and I think it really stands out from other organizations is, yes, we do conferences, yes, we do education, we do a lot of chapter events and things of that sort that, you know, the RE/MAX family can get involved in. But what's really exciting about NAGLREP is our website, NAGLREP.com, is consumer facing. So we help the LGBT consumer, and that's so important. We help them find their safe space. And I think that's the most important thing that NAGLREP does. And when we look at wins, okay, I love the name of this podcast. And when I think of win, you know, I know every day when I get up for NAGLREP, you know, when I get up in the morning, I have my coffee, I work out, I wake up my daughters to school, and I get to work, I know I have to win for the members. Bottom line, you know, I have to bring them business. And I'll share with you, we help so greatly the LGBT community find that safe space. And the way we do it is through our website being consumer facing. And I'll share with you, the win goes both ways. It's a win-win, okay? So NAGLREP.com receives 75,000 unique visits per month from LGBT buyers, sellers, members seeking a referral agent, non-members even seeking a referral agent for their LGBT consumers. And we poll through surveys our members, okay? And our members say that they receive 1 to 3 consumer transactions per year from NAGLREP, okay? That's not referrals that you pay referral fee on, that's just consumer transactions. So if you do the numbers, there are 2,800 members of NAGLREP closing 1 to 3 consumer transactions per year, just from our directory that receives 75,000 visits per month. So if we use a conservative denominator of 1.3 transactions per year, that's 3,700 transactions per year that NAGLREP.com procures. With a median home price of $270,000, we bring $1 billion in gross sales to our members per year. That's $55,000 gross commissional income. And we found the consumer a safe space. So we are about winning. And we're excited every day. You know, we're serving our customers. We're serving our communities. We're in our realtor associations talking about diversity and inclusion. We're networking with the biggest brands like you, Adam, and RE/MAX, you know, sharing our message of diversity and inclusion. And it's just exciting. It's a win.
I love it. I love it, Jeff. The, you know, I talk a lot about, you know, equality and kindness and fairness and fair housing and unconscious bias and things like that, that happens in our communities as well as happening in the housing industry itself. You know, whether or not it's intentional or mean in nature, a lot of times it happens. And that's because a lot of times we lack these different mechanisms for education of the community. So you do so much, and like your housing report is just fantastic. And we're happy to say that we're a sponsor of the housing report this year. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What kind of information people can find in the in NAGLREP's housing report?
Yeah, first again, you know, thank you RE/MAX for sponsoring the LGBT real estate report. Your support was so important and influential to the community in helping us raise awareness. And, you know, a couple of things, you can download the report, by the way, at NAGLREP.com. On our homepage, it's very user-friendly. So if you want to know the current trends of the LGBT community, of home buyers, sellers, what they're looking for, what their goals are, whether they're up buyers, downsizers, it's all there. Family data, and it's straight from our members, which is exciting. It's the members answered a survey, we compiled the data, and we brought it forward in a very user-friendly with, you know, download it, I recommend. But, you know, most important, I think right now, same-sex marriage, great trends, continues to grow. You know, so what realtors should be aware of is that same-sex marriage is growing exponentially, okay? It used to be years ago, you know, the LGBT community couldn't marry. So, you know, a lot of people didn't think about it. But now the LGBT community is moving out to the suburbs. They're getting married. They're not staying necessarily in the neighborhoods, as they called them for so many years. 60% of LGBT millennials want to have children within the next 5 years. So, people think, oh, I know what LGBT buyers are looking for. They're looking for a great condo in the city. Well, actually, that may be the case very often, but many of them are looking for a home in the burbs with great schools for their children.
I love that. I love that. So, tell what other growth aspects of the LGBT community are you seeing in real estate? Because I know your organization has seen some fantastic growth and a lot of great movement in the LGBT housing and community development. What any other growth trends you're seeing that you want to share with us?
Sure. Well, first, it should be known that the LGBT community has $1 trillion in buying power per year. That's huge. So
that's impressive.
It sure is.
That's a lot.
Yeah, take that into thought. And remember also, approximately 30% of LGBT families have children. That means 70% don't. So their actual buying power is higher than the other diverse groups. So when you look at the LGBT community, they often can afford more of a home. And something to think about also, family formation is such a growth opportunity right now. Remember, biology. Most often, the LGBT community is having children through artificial insemination, through adoption. Those are all expensive processes, okay? These people have money. LGBT families are buying up. They're move-up buyers, excuse me, and they're great clients. They want to work with you. You don't have to be LGBT. That's also important also. 10% of NAGLREP members identify themselves as allies. So right there, another growth opportunity. Be an ally.
I love it. I see a lot of affiliation by agents that are not in the gay or lesbian community, but are very, very close friends to the gay and lesbian community. I see a lot of agents affiliate with NAGLREP. And it's interesting because there's a lot of crossover with NAGLREP agents and some of the other major large real estate associations out there, like NAREP, the Hispanic real estate professionals, ARIA, the Asian real estate professionals, things like that. I mean, it's really cool to see all the different groups in real estate, the different community bases in real estate working together to promote more equality, better standards in this industry. So it's fantastic what you're doing. And I see you working with a lot of the other organizations as well, Jeff. So kudos to you for that, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And thanks for recognizing that. And, we can also give kudos to the National Association of Realtors and their diversity program.
Absolutely.
We brought all these diverse groups together. We met there. This is where it all comes together, the national conferences. And, we've just, we've done great things, and we've got so many more great things to continue to do.
All right. Hey, Jeff. So as we start to kind of wrap the show up here, how can people learn more about serving the LGBT community in real estate? Where do they go for education and guidance?
Great question. So, there aren't a lot of sources, but thankfully you're talking to the right person. Go to NAGLREP.com, okay? And if you prefer to start elsewhere, you can. But, something that I always did when I started my business and started, doing the marketing that I'm doing, which is very successful, is I went to Google. I saw what others were doing. I was never looking to reinvent the wheel. That was a little risky, but if I saw success that other people were doing, I knew I could do it also. And isn't that often what real estate is about? So Google gay realtor, Google gay real estate, Google LGBT real estate, Google LGBT realtor. Think about where that safe space is for your LGBT buyers and sellers. And you know what? You're going to find NAGLREP.com at the very top of Google. I do all the SEO. I've done it from the beginning. I continue to do it now. Click over to the site, download the LGBT real estate report. You can join if you want. And what's exciting also is RE/MAX is a corporate partner of NAGLREP, and you can join at a discount. Go to NAGLREP.com/RE/MAX, and join at a first year introductory rate of $99.
I love it. I love it. Jeff, we so much appreciate you being on the show. You've done so much for the real estate community and the LGBT community. So thank you for that. I have a question I ask everybody that's on the show, and you touched on it a little bit. So maybe you can give us a little more depth to this question. But how do you start your day with a win?
Great question. You know, I'm a firm believer in routine. I've just been to so many conferences and I hear it over and over and over. So I start my day at 6:20 a.m. I get in the shower, coffee, gym, freshen up, wake up my kids for school. Unfortunately, they stay home now. I like
Yeah.
to cut them off. But that's my routine, and then I start my day. And it's been a success, and if I could keep doing that every day and take my vacations, and I always look forward to each day my next vacation. So I always have my calendar set, and I'm always thinking of how I can work my ass off and get on that next vacation and come back and do the same thing when I get home. And my vacations have changed a little bit in the future, but I'm going to be back, and that's it. That's the key to my success. That's my win.
I love it. Jeff Berger, President, CEO, and founder of NAGLREP. Thank you so much for being on Start With a Win today. We appreciate all that you do. Thank you for what you do for our industry and the community that we serve. So, Jeff, thanks a lot. And thank you for starting with a win.
Such a pleasure. Thanks for having me.